Today I'm going to be unboxing this snowsky Echo Mini, produced by Fio. So, from what I understand, snowsky is like the budget brand lineup of Fio. But before we do that, we're going to be talking about daps in general. This is going to be my first dap, sorta. And the reason why I say sorta is for the past week or so, I've actually been using my 3DS, Nintendo 3DS, after watching this video. I think I got recommended a video of using an MP3 no a 3DS as an MP3 player, and it coincidentally has been in a time when I kind of wanted another device to play music, and that's because I've just been having problems with my phone here. Today, coincidentally, is actually a day where I've scratched up the surface of my screen. However, everything still works, so that's also maybe pushing me towards actually getting a new phone. But before that, so before today, I didn't really need a new phone. But I had problems with it, and having another device that was exclusive to music was going to improve it. Um, so again, I have been a little bit tapped into that sort of digital minimalism sort of sphere while not being exactly within it. I do have some share same similar philosophies of having like multiple devices, on my EDC, I guess, and trying to stay away from using my phone too much. Uh, and one of my main reasons of never going towards like some sort of like dumb phone or something is just having music. I was always going to like music's a big part of my life in the fact that I listen to music a lot. Um, I walk to school every day, so and I like to listen to music doing that, and I just needed music. So and I didn't have a DAP, and like I never considered myself as to just buy a DAP for the sake of. I never had a good reason yet. Um, but I think there have been problems in that my so first with obviously most modern phones aren't going to have a 3.5 millimeter jack. My phone actually does. This is the Samsung S9. I use no case, um, just cause I never I don't know. It feels better to not use a case, even though sometimes I get like little glass shards in my pocket from this like flaking off, which I guess sucks. But I maybe I just don't care anymore, and like I think theoretically I could buy a new phone if I really want to, you know, and yeah, not having a case like not I don't want to baby it because I don't want to rely on my phone too much, I guess. Besides the point, I mean, going along with that, my from using this device here, as you can see, I'm not somebody who like babies their phone or buys new phones every so often. I bought this used in 2021, um, and the glass came broken, um, so I didn't really care for it at the start. Anyways, like I'm not one who, but I also replaced the back. Like it used to be like a gray back, now it's a blue back because I replaced it and with new glass, and it broke again just because it's super fragile, whatever. But the so have been having using this device a lot. As you can see, there's a lot of wear around the USB-C port because I'm gonna charge it, and I'm also into DAPs. I mean DACs that take USB-C in. So like you plug it in. So I'm gonna plug it in a lot, and like in my pocket it's gonna move and shit. So in doing so, it's has worn down my port. So now I don't necessarily like if it's in my pocket, I'm not gonna like it's going to have some like disruption or like noise or whatever, and like or like pause the music randomly or something like that. Basically, it's I cannot listen to wired stuff on this. I think this would have been fixed with my Kudelix 5K because this has Bluetooth, so I could have my IEM in, and then just connect Bluetooth to this, and then I get, it's perfect. However, um, the 3.5 millimeter jack on this is now kind of wonky, and this is my second pair where I've had it be all wonky and like mess up, and it doesn't feel like it's fully in there. Like the tolerances are not tight enough, and it's past warranty, so the only thing I can do is sort of ask, maybe beg them to get me, and hopefully they're nice, or like send it in for repair, even though it's not covered under warranty. I could have done it earlier when it was actually under warranty, but this would have been my second time doing so, and like I didn't really care too much. I was going to I felt like I might as well just try to fix it myself at this point, because I think somebody else had a similar issue, and like other people, and he created a YouTube video. I have a soldering iron and I've soldered before, so like I was down to do it. So that's something I could do, which fixes this issue. However, I still felt like I kind of wanted to go towards a dedicated device, um, because maybe I'm just not attached to music streaming, anyways. Uh, after after Godspeed You Black Emperor removed their albums from Spotify, I was like, those were my favorite albums. I can't quit those for life. And I think there was just like, rather than maybe using local files and going through that, in my opinion, like I having another device kind of goes with my sort of philosophy of having multiple devices. It also kind of, in a way, helps with just listening to music more consistently, because one thing with this old phone is that it has, a poor battery life. I'm obviously not going to get a full day of use if I'm going to use it with listening to music. And having some sort of other device there with its own battery bank, it's pleasant to me. Like one thing, like I could read manga on this, but having my own e-reader that I carry along is just like that I know will have battery. It's like, it's very safe. It's very nice. It's very forgiving. I like that sort of. It works for me, and I like that sort of mentality. Um, so yeah, so like battery reasons, not having an alternative reasons, and I could go to just like it's not going to be a problem for most people, because most people are going to settle for using they'll bring a portable charger around. Like, I don't want to do that right now, I guess. Like I have a portable charger already, but it's just not portable enough. It's kind of like a brick. I don't really carry it around anyways. I rather carry cables around. Um, and also I think not having a good battery kind of makes me more resourceful and not want to use my phone, I guess. I don't want to rely too much on it, I guess. And and also like people use wireless earphones. So I do have so during the time when the tolerances have gotten worse, I've just been using my wireless more and more. That's why I guess I also created that video too, talking about it. Um, Pretty handy, but the thing is that I don't like, it's not the same after I have like wired IEMs that I want to listen to my music on. It feels like a disservice to the artist to like, or like in my head I'm not into it as much if I'm using my uh, wireless earbuds. So in that sense, I was using, these less for listening to music and more maybe having background music when doing something, or listening to podcasts. And yeah, like I've been listening to podcasts. Like I started this year, I guess. I've been into podcasts. Um, but it's not like I It's not, it wasn't my main thing, and I don't need to be my main thing. And as a consequence, I've been listening to more podcasts than music, and that's not necessarily what I want to do. Um, I don't like talking about podcasts, honestly, because it makes me sound like, because podcasts are like popular, and it's like, I don't know, makes me sound like some right wing guy. I don't know, listening to some debate podcast and shit. I'm listening to fucking some fucking Overwatch esports podcast. It ain't some cool anything cool. Um, anyhow, so that's kind of after I saw the video on the 3DS. That's what I just this isn't my 3DS technically. Maybe it was in my house though, and I guess it was unused, so it was kind of like a freedom. It kind of works like any other DAP. There is an SD card slot. It is full SD, so not a micro. You can use an adapter if you have a micro. You just kind of drag it you plug it into your PC. It shows up as a drive. You create a folder and then just shove your files inside. And then that's how I don't listen to like playlists, so I don't really care how easy it is to make a playlist. If you had to do a playlist, you'd have to like, create a folder and drag the stuff in, you know. I just download albums. That's how I listen to music. I can even open up for you guys. It's pretty nice. Honestly, the UI is really fun. And it works for me. The only thing I guess you can care about is that it's not good as a DAP for audio files because it's only supports MP3. Like I've tried FLAC, I've tried M4A, I think. Not going to work. Right now I only have it's good for me too because I can also listen to music that's not on streaming services, or I mean Spotify. Also, I don't even have a I don't even pay for Spotify Premium. So I'm in somebody's family plan. So yeah, it's more like convenience. Spotify to me is convenience. But honestly, it's not so bad for some people. And for some situations like this, where like, okay, there's going to be stuff that is popular, like Diamond Jubilee from last year, that is not on streaming services, but I still want to listen to them. And like, yeah, the Godspeed stuff too. Yeah, good opportunity for me, works for me. I know that you can go to Spotify and use local files, but that is not, like there's like local files you can do that, and I've done it before. I've done it for some albums before. Oh yeah, another problem with this is that there's probably a limited files, like SD card size for the 3DS. I think I have something like, yeah, I have 67 gigabytes, 67.6 gigabytes of Spotify downloads. And I don't know, I bet this would maybe be max 32, but I don't know because it's so old. But this is not my SD card. It had 4 gigabytes. And yeah, I guess something with DAPs is that you're restricted to the file size of your SD card and the file size that it supports. I mean, the files, the size, the SD card max size that it supports. I guess we can start opening this now. I bought this during 11/11. It came today, so it took approximately 2 weeks or so. Yeah. We're just going to this. I bought it, yeah, because it'd be nice to have. And I'm not exactly, I've never been into DAPs because to me, DAPs are always marketed as something like, oh, supports, I don't know, FLAC, and like higher fidelity. And I never cared for that. I never cared for file types. Um, you do lose out on, I guess, uh, ease of use to add stuff, I guess, because one thing that I struggled with when using my 3DS is, uh, adding stuff can is not super easy because you need another device. You have to take out the SD card. I need to use an adapter to connect to my laptop because my laptop only takes micro SD. If you use like a micro SD to SD adapter, I guess it'd be easier for you because I guess that'd be more convenient for me, I would say, because I could take out that micro SD from the SD adapter and plug it into my laptop and then, you know, sure. But I guess in this particular case, not good. Not a worry for most people, I guess. But yeah, you do have to go through the fact of finding it online and then dragging it. Um, Finding it somehow using, I don't know, piracy, and hopefully somebody has it hosted. I mean, uploaded or seeded, whatever. Yeah, could be a pain for some people, and like for some, like I guess for albums you want to try out, that could be a lot of commitment or like a lot of work for an album that you might not even enjoy. Like it might just come out, or it's like from a local artist. Maybe that'd be annoying to get. You'd have to go through these like conversion sites, and that might be not it for some people. So that's one kind of like gripe about it, is that for discoverability. um, but of course I could use a hybrid option, so it's not so bad. I also can listen to stuff. Oh, what the hell. I don't know if this is like, this is not coming out, bro. I'm gonna use a tweezer here. Try to get in. It is not moving. Okay. Oh, I got it. Okay. There we go. And now, what the hell? Okay, there we go. There we go. Feel Snow Sky. This was obviously, I guess, hyped up from my view. Maybe I'm just looking for these hypes, but it gets shown, and honestly, the design is not so bad. Yeah, I quite think it's nice. We got the box here. I'm gonna fold it up. No more box. Oh, there it is. Okay. I got the pink version. It was either the pink or the blue. I think most people get the blue. So I chose the pink, I guess. We got another little cartridge here that has, I guess, accessories and the manual. Snow Sky's quick start guide. We got the cable, so it's USB A to USB C. I assume for charging. Here's the device. It's lighter than I expected, which is not bad at all, because it's going to be a portable device. Everything is here. Everything could go on the floor. Quick start guide. What is this sticker, though? It is a blank sticker. Is it even a sticker? I don't think it's a sticker. I think it's like a cutout from something. Yeah, the cutout from here. Yeah. Okay. Useless. Anyhow. Here you go. I'm gonna weigh it for fun. Okay. 54 gram. 54 gram. I'm gonna compare it to the Cadelix. 29, 25, 26. So, in my opinion, more resourceful. I guess, yeah. Of it, it obviously is bigger. Let me take a little sip real quick. Turn this off. You think it has power out of the gate? turn it a little on. Another gripe I just want to mention about using this is that it does feel a bit kind of awkward to use. I guess maybe it's just my personality type in that it does make me feel a bit too performative when using it. Just to whip out a 3DS and like, and also like it either makes me seem maybe nerdy because maybe I'm listening to like video game shit or I don't know, I'm really tapped in. I'm listening to like video game background music, I guess. Or something like that. Here, let me like I'll example, but also like I don't know, cause like what if I'm like I want to play the next album or something like my album's done. I need to open this and then like use this while on the side of the street, and like that could be a little bit weird, you know. So yeah, I guess, but that's just me. Maybe just I'm too like self-conscious about stuff. So that's not going to be a problem for most people. It also is big, so I might feel a little weird. Also, yeah, so it's big, so it might not be as convenient or portable for you. Also, yeah, the the jack is on this end. Like it would be more convenient to use it on this end because when it's in your pocket, it's gonna be like this, and then having a cable come out of here is gonna damage the cable. Like let's say I had my Vito buds, you'd have to do like this, plug it in, and then have it like that in your pocket, you know? And there'd be like friction here. So that's not good. So you just basically have to use cables with an L-shaped, a 90-degree angle cable end. For example, my 230's, L-shaped, a lot better. Plug it in. It's just like this. Better, I guess. Yeah. I guess it's more rare to find the L shape though, at least in my collection. So that's one sad thing that sucks, I guess. So that's one thing that this has on it. Is in Chinese. Okay. Cool. It's charging. I don't know how to use this, honestly. But it turns on. So that is kind of all I need. There is like it opened up a drive. They called it the D drive. With epic trailer theme is a FLAC file. FLAC file epic trailer theme. Ooh, I wonder what it sounds like. It's taken a while to open up because I'm using the default Windows and thing instead of VLC. Maybe. I don't know if it's gonna open up. Is it lagging my PC? Yo. Anyhow, cool device. There's some groove. It looks like grooves, but it's not so textured. Here, let me open it. Let me open the file. It just finally popped up. That is allowed, boy. Okay, cool. Yay, epic trailer theme. Right. Um, so I get it's in USB. It's in USB mode. If I unplug this and then turn it on, is it gonna turn on? Snow sky. Yeah, it's a screen. So yay, yay, yay! I can use it's in English. I don't know how to click accept. Okay. Playlist, music playing, music settings, system settings, file browser. Okay, cool. Huh? That's like a sleep mode. Okay. C Flash. I got epic trailer theme FLAC. Yay. That's cool. Okay. Controls. I like buttons, you know. Big fan of buttons and physical shit. Yay. The screen. Maybe I worry about how much the screen takes. Um, it's gonna be in my pocket and it might get scratched up. Whatever. SD card. This is something. Arrow. I have nothing really more to add. They got screws here. 4 screws. Nice. It's not hiding the screws. Cool device. I don't. I'm. Yay. Maybe. Hopefully, it will. Um. Solve my issues. That's it. I think. How would I wait? How would I use? Is there Bluetooth on this? I don't know. System settings. We can check. There is Bluetooth. Search device. Uh, paired. So I could. That's cool. uh, it's actually smaller than my phone, so I don't know. It might be. It might look weird to bring this like in the gym or something. But it could totally work if I had my library on here. One thing I guess is that it's gonna suck having to port over everything. Because I have 67 gigabytes. Shit, man. Shit, man. That's it. That's all. Thank you guys for watching my unboxing video. Yay. All right. That's it. See you guys next time.